What's good, everyone? This is Bamboozled Black Baby Boomer with an impromptu video. While heading on the train from Virginia to DC this morning, I got the commuter paper called The Express, and I saw this item under People. The headline says, Ashton's kids plan stint on Shark Tank. Clickbait headline for a print publication. While on Dax Shepard's podcast, Armchair Expert, Ashton Kutcher shared that he and his wife, Mila Kunis, will not be leaving any money to their two children, both under age 4. I'm not setting up a trust for them, the actor said. We will end up giving our money away to charity and to various things. He continued, if my kids want to start a business and they have a good business plan, I'll invest in it. That's terrible. That really is. Especially from where I sit. As much as I preach about building wealth for the future, for your people after you die, this is the height of selfishness, in my opinion. I've seen quite a few instances on social media where black folks have said to parents, stop kicking your kids out at 18. That might have worked back in the industrial age after post-World War II, but in this economy, you shouldn't be kicking your kids out, and you should be planning to leave them something. I read somewhere that Warren Buffett wasn't planning on leaving anything, that top chef Gordon Ramsay wasn't planning on leaving anything, and there is some skepticism in some parts as to whether black inheritance will even help. I found this article from 2017 by the Economic Policy Institute titled, Receiving an Inheritance Helps White Families More Than Black Families. An economic snapshot by Janelle Jones, printed about a year ago on February 17th, 2017. And it goes, I recently wrote about how destructive social policy has created and maintained the racial wealth gap, leaving African Americans without the materials to build wealth. But just how important is it to start with the building blocks of wealth? Individuals that start life with little or no wealth are often trapped at the bottom of the wealth distribution for their entire lives. More than half of white families end up with more wealth than their parents, while only 23% of blacks are able to do the same. The figure below, which is what you're seeing on this on the screen here, the figure below shows median wealth for households with and without an inheritance. White families are twice as likely to receive an inheritance as black families, and that inheritance is nearly 3 times as much. Even among black families who inherit wealth, the racial wage gap is much larger compared to white families who inherit wealth. For families with an inheritance, median white wealth is 7.5 times larger than for black families. Comparatively, white families have 5.4 times more wealth than black families without an inheritance. The importance of inheritances to the wealth position of white families is staggering. At the median, an inheritance increases wealth by more than $100,000 for white families and only $4,000 for black families. I guess it's one of those things where, like, tell us what we already know. But nonetheless, I have to say, folks, if you're out there and you have children, you might be married, please, 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 don't make your kids start over by kicking them out of the house at 18 or 21. And also, do not, try to save something. Don't do this thing where, where they call it dying broke, where the last check you write is to the undertaker and it bounces. That's if you can do it. If you can try to build up something, and you're probably not going to do it with a regular job, a W-2 position, you're probably going to have to start a business or something like that. And of course, the business has to be viable. It has to be something that people want, or you have to find a market and all that good stuff. So that's all I have to say about that topic for today. Oh, and by the way, I want to thank all my subscribers. I just looked up on my channel, and I see 122 subscribers, increased by quite a bit since Saturday. Saturday, March 3rd, when I had 100. So I thank all of you for subbing. One other thing I'm going to ask. This channel is new and is nowhere near eligible for any kind of AdSense or any money from Google. So if you want me to keep putting this content together, I will do it. But it would help if you folks maybe made a month pledge to did a Patreon. Look, yeah, I know I'm sounding like every other YouTuber, but I can really, really help some folks out. As I told you, I am into the government contracting realm. If you've checked a few of my videos, I show you how to find things that are hiding in plain sight. And frankly, you gotta kind of game the system. Everybody else does it. We have to do it too. And like I said, it would really help me out if you showed a dude some love, and anything as low as $5, $10, $20, whatever have you, would be appreciated. Matter of fact, I support a couple of content creators here on YouTube. I would love to support more, but in due time. So the link to the Patreon for Bamboozled Black Baby Boomer is is below this video. And as I always say, if you like this video, please hit the like button, please share this video, and please click on the bell so that when Bamboozled Black Baby Boomer uploads new content, you will be notified. Until next time, this is Bamboozled Black Baby Boomer saying peace, deuces, and God bless.